Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Viewers, we are now being joined by Mr. Sean Anthony, and he is the band leader for Jade Monkey Mass, as we continue to talk about what's happening with our carnival, especially our February carnival, and, well, you know, naturally the Tobago October Carnival. So good morning and welcome to you, Mr. Anthony. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. I want to say good morning to the entire world and Tobago by extension, Trinidad, and the entire Updates family on the outside.
So I have to start, you know, a little bit controversial and get into it a bit. You know, what is your views on what's been happening right now with the plans, the changes for February Carnival that are being presented to the band leaders?
Well, I mean, by listening to a lot of discussion, I mean, not firsthand, but I wasn't privy to go to the meeting last week. But I'm hearing all band leaders complaining about the last minute plans, and you know that people got thrown off. And I think the issue is really planning. This is planning, not even planning, proper planning. You know, and I think when people plan to do things and they get thrown off, it puts a whole monkey wrench into the whole operations. You know, then you have persons who cannot come to Tobago. They might change their mind. No, when they come to Tobago, they don't get what they expected to see. You know, so I just think that they could have done a lot better in terms of the preparations. And I mean, I really don't have much to elaborate on because, I mean, I'm not really privy to the February March in what do they call it?
The National Carnival.
National Carnival space. Mm-hmm. You know, but of course I'm a Tobagonian, I'm in support of it, but I'm just saying planning, proper planning, that is all.
In other words, the authorities should have at least spoken to the band leaders before.
Correct. I mean, we just came out of October. It should have been 3 months again or 2 months. Right, they should have spoken and get things off the ground from since then. You know, create a proper, I will just say, a post-mortem, and then you move to the next, which would have been the National Carnival. But I'm just saying, poor planning. You know, could have been done a lot better. But you know, we are here. Let's try and make the best out of it.
And you know, what's your view on how both carnivals should identify themselves, or what identity they should take on? And speaking in respect to just the way that Tobago October Carnival has been growing, and what's been happening for the National Carnival here in Tobago over the last few years. What are your views on how it should look?
Well, again, I'm not speaking on behalf of no one, I'm speaking on behalf of me and Jade Monkey Mass. We are preview, and if I'm incorrect, someone could correct me. We are the only island or country in the world that has 2 carnivals in Tobago. We have a National Carnival, we have our own in October, right? I like the fact that October is my carnival, me, Tobago Carnival. For years we wanted our own, we have our own. We did the last 2 years was excellent, 22 and 23. Of course, looking forward for a bumper 24. Let me try and get that marketable. We're in a good space. A lot of people talking about the after Miami Carnival, which is great, you know. I like the fact that we can do a lot more marketable, do things way in advance. Like for instance, we should be marketing in the Trinidad space or Trinidad Carnival. So we should be in Trinidad right now with all those screens and so on. So we're saying Tobago Carnival, October 25th to the 27th, all the events, we should have been there in that space. I was at an event in Trinidad this last week, and I'm seeing Barbados Tourist Board advertising in events, you know. So that's just my take on that. For the National Carnival, I think we should go back and get this. When I was younger, much younger, we used to be involved in the carnival. The kids used to be involved in the carnival. I think we should get the primary schools, the secondary schools involved in the carnival. Bring every school, bishops, compre, have a section leader, have a band leader, competing against all the different school, Roxburgh, Charleville, and that kind of stuff to keep it, to get the young minds on them going, you know. They all could be future band leaders or future wire benders or something like that. In addition, also, we are still in a tourist season. You know, we're in tourist season, so let's create a carnival village. So persons may not want to go to Bookery for Pigeon Point, but they might want to see what our carnival is about. So you create a huge village where you come in and see Moko Jumbi, you see all different traditional characters. You could do some martini shows throughout the day, so a person could come and enjoy. But there's so much, but it's just, again, it's just proper planning. It's just proper planning.
So I mean, and then we're seeing like there seems to be a focus also on Kiddies Mass, and like it kind of touched on the fact that we need to make sure that our children are able to get into the culture early enough so that it can continue in the future. Do you think that maybe we should perhaps limit some of the activities in February to Kiddies Carnival? Should we still have adult carnival in February? What's your take on those things?
I mean, it's Carnival, so I mean, the kids are the future. So we need to rope them in slowly, right? I mean, I have no issue with me personally, I have no issue with the February space for the Carnival. If we are doing it, it's just planning. That's what I'm saying. It's just planning. Let's do it regardless if it's October or if it's National Carnival. But we must represent the national Carnival between Trinidad and Tobago.
Certainly. So, are you putting out any bands, whether it's for Juve or anything else, in February, or are you focusing just on October?
Yeah, Jade Monkey is focusing just on the October Carnival. Yes, I mean, if there's a space for us to assist, fine. But for now, we are just focusing on the October Carnival.
And was this a decision that was taken just recently, or was that before?
But before that was done from since our first Carnival because of the resources as well. To jump from October to it could be done, eh? But then again, planning. Yeah, it can be done, you know. But my focus is on October.
So when can we see a launch from Jade Monkey for Tobago October Carnival?
Well, once everything in place, you know, we are usually first band to jump out, right? So our proposed date is June 18th. June 18th, themes are in place already for both Juve and for Pilot bands. Our themes are there set. So we are, as soon as we are finished with National Carnival, then we jump into October mode. Yeah.
And then what can we expect? You said it's going to be better.
With Jade Monkey or you
Jade
mean
Monkey.
But over the years, the experience too. I mean, we get a lot of knowledge from since 2022 to now. So a lot of planning has put into 2024 already. So that's why I'm saying it's gonna be a lot better in terms of execution, promotion, marketing. You know, as you get older, you're supposed to be more experienced, right? So so that's what we are banking on.
And then collaborations wise, are you going to be continuing with the collaborations that you had in 2022 or 2023, or is it going to be more? How is that looking so far?
I mean, for people, and I know that word is a very touchy word. Jade Monkey Mass is Jade Monkey Mass. We have hired our Ronnie McIntosh and Carol McIntosh. They have been our producers. They produce our mass, and they have been the ones that produce it. And they're the ones who have designed it, you know. So I've been hearing the rumors and that kind of stuff, but you know, we didn't collaborate. Jade Monkey Mass is Tobago's own. And that's it.
Right. Now you also have F.A.W.W Ultimate Breakfast Inclusive coming up.
Oh yes. Tell me about that. F.A.W.W. Of course, it's an adult breakfast party. That is going to be the 16th of February at the Jade Monkey car park, not in the Jade Monkey bar. It's actually in the car park. We had it last year, October. It was really good. A lot of people complain about the heat. It was really hot on that day. So we have made room for that this year. We're going to bring in certain things and create that space and design that space so that way you'll be comfortable. We have expanded on the space, expanded on the breakfast as well. Some different stuff that we bring in. So that is in train right now. I will also be honored to unveil one of our artists today on Tobago Updates, and our artist for today is going to be Mikhail Teja. he is going to be one of the artists that's going to be performing at F.A.W.W for the breakfast party. Of course, you get tickets at Jade Monkey Bar and Grill, and also the casino, Happy Pace Bar in Canby, Barcode, and maybe might leave some here at Tobago Updates. You don't know. I'm right here in the space at Port Mall, so anything is possible. All right, but that is certainly in full effect right now. You'll be hearing more and more about it as we go along.
Certainly, and I'm taking special note of the date, 16th of February, meaning you seem to be catching that cool down crowd coming up from Trinidad.
Exactly. You know, again, we want to create that experience. You know, and I think when people leave the place of origin, if it's Toronto, if it's Miami, and they come to Tobago, you want to feel as though you're in the islands. You want to enjoy that Tobago breeze, that Tobago tea, that bacon shark, that bacon swordfish. You know, you want to give them that experience. And I think after Carnival, I think we have dropped the ball in terms of creating that space for them. You know, and that's what I intend to do, is to have them know about Tobago more, see what we have to offer, and that kind of stuff.
And you know, when you look at the rest of 2024, what else can we expect from Jade Monkey for this year? What are you guys planning?
We have some stuff in train. We have some community events, some community-based events that we're going to do. Not just going to be jam and wine or drinking rum, but we're going to do some stuff that we're going to give back to the community. Have some events also planned for Kong Point. So it's just, we're just planning as we go along. Yeah.
All right, well, I want to thank you so much, Mr. Sean Anthony, for being on with us and for just giving us your perspective on Carnival. I mean, we've got quite a lot to work out within our Tobago space, and hopefully we can get it sorted.
I think we could. I mean, again, it all boils down to planning. Yes. You know, planning and, you know, having the right persons in place, and, of course, planning. That's in my opinion.
And of course, we're also looking forward to that growth and that explosion of Tobago Carnival, Tobago October Carnival.
Scarborough looked pretty last October. Scarborough looked good. Tobago looked good. Congratulations for Tobago. You know, so it's just a start.
And it has to get better.
Correct is right, yes.
All right, great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony.
You're welcome.
We got a lot more coming up for you after the break, so please don't go anywhere.